Well, guys, project, well, was supposed to be wife's Christmas gift, but being it's 3 days past Christmas, didn't quite didn't quite make a Christmas gift. But working on it, trying to get it ready for her birthday. So picked it up from a feller, and it didn't run. He said it probably wouldn't take much to get it going, and he didn't know that much about it. He had got it in on trade, and just hadn't took time to work on it or nothing like that. So I on it's got the 2-cylinder Robbins, 9 horsepower. Yeah, this is the 295 E-Z-GO TXT. It's a 2002 model, I believe. Got a some sorts of a lift kit. Maybe I think the guy I got it from said he thought it was either a 4-inch, which might be a 6-inch, which is equivalent to a 4-inch in the club car. I don't know. Anyway, it's a cheap lift kit. Cheap. Because I can't find it nowhere. It's not homemade because I don't know. It's got some brackets that are bent pretty heavy duty, and I don't know. I just can't find this style lift kit anywhere. All the other ones are springs and whatever, but these are just blocks, like blocks that's built up. Anyway, besides the fact, trying to get it running, and when I looked at it before I bought it. I unscrewed the oil fill cap, looked down there, took a primary clutch, spun it over, and weren't turning the camshaft. I was like, well, timing belt's broke because it's overhead cam engine. And so settled up with him, got him to order me I went to Boonville at CC Golf Cars, got Ken in there to order me a timing belt for it, and I went to try to turn the camshaft, and it won't turn. So I haven't videoed any of this turning it down. I'm just going to give y'all a run through now, and I know I'm talking a lot now, but I'm going to give y'all just a run through, show you what I've done. But we've got the camshaft out of it. It's pretty boogered up, and what I've heard and know about these engines is they burn oil, and nobody checks oil in them. And when you don't check oil in them, you run them dry, and well, the cam seizes. But luckily, the cam's got 2 journals. It only seized on 1 journal. The other journal looks fine. So I think I can put the cam in the lathe and polish it back down and make it okay. Maybe hone out the head. I hope it didn't booger the head too bad. I ain't really looked at it real close. But I'm going to get y'all turned around here and let you see what we got. We got it pretty well tore apart. But well, it's not that bad. It's actually not bad to work on. I was surprised. But here we go. Alright, here's the lift kit I was telling you about. And I'm going to say it's 4-inch lift. But it's just bent C brackets here. There's one here on the steering, which is loose. Yeah, pretty loose. And then there's one here that holds the leaf springs, as you can see there. So I'd really appreciate any information on this lift kit if anybody knows anything. So just let me know if you do. If you don't, no problem. Just enjoy the video. And while I'm talking about the video, getting back in here, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, tell me what you think. But anyway, you got to pull the air box. So I only recently serviced this thing. It's got a new air filter. The plugs look new in it. But I've already got the camshaft out. Had to pull the fan shroud off. And in the midst of pulling the fan shroud off, right there, where are we at? Here. Looks like an oil drain plug that is missing. And that engine plate down there is covered in oil. So I don't know if maybe a stick hit it, or whoever serviced it didn't tighten that up or didn't even put it back in. I don't know. But there's no oil on the dipstick. You can pull the dipstick out and look at it. Dry as a bone. Nothing. So it leads me to think that there is no oil in this engine. Which, you know, on top of the head here, that don't look bad. It don't look bad at all. Camshaft comes out the side of the head. It doesn't. It's the only way to get it out. And a question I had that nobody could answer. Can you get the camshaft out with the engine still in place? Alright, now I don't know. I know with it being lifted, the engine sits a little lower. If it was at factory height or lowered, I don't know if that would be the case. But your camshaft will come out of that head, and you don't have to take the fuel tank out. You ain't got to remove the engine. It will come out. Just like so. And so, if the engine was a little higher, yeah. I think if it was at factory right height, you could still get the cam out. So, there you go. Question answered. Because I was really worried about having to pull the engine out. I mean, it's no big deal to pull the engine out, but why do all that work if only if you have to, right? But here, you can see where that journal and head in the head started to become one. I'm hoping I can put that in the lathe and kind of smooth it up. But the other side looks fine, and I am very grateful for that. But I gotta check in on the head. The head looks good here, and see it receives oil here, circulates this groove, comes into the head, into the valve cover. I tell you what, whoever designed the oiling system on these engines, they had a lot going on. See, it goes into the head, goes across. There's holes in there that drops down onto the rocker shafts, and then it goes over to the other side, which meets up with this hole and drops oil on that journal. So whenever you don't have enough oil in it, it don't have enough oil to push all the way across the top of the engine, and that's the very last bearing journal that gets any oil. So whenever that cam seized, it broke the timing belt, and that was that. So I'm hoping that the head is okay. I really don't want to put a head on it because I've priced a few and they're expensive. But yep, that's where we're at on this. Starter seemed to work good. I don't know if it's a starter generator. I don't know if it generates anything, but it starts. But yep, that's where we're at on this thing. So stay tuned, and we'll try to get this thing done for her birthday. I don't know if I'll have it completely done because I want to do something about these seats and all. And the seat back here is pretty rough shape, but anyway, hey, for no more than I got in it, I think it was a good investment. Something for her and my daughter to ride back and forth all over and go down in the garden, and I'll use it too. All right, well, stay tuned. Thank y'all.